Inside the envelope I have some stickers, some round stickers that I'm going to be using to stick on an envelope so that I can write something on the back of the envelope and then peel it off if I need to in case I make a mistake. As a matter of fact, I have a few extra stickers here in case I do make a mistake. I may or may not need those later on. Also inside the envelope I have 4 smaller envelopes. Now inside of each smaller envelope, and by the way, these have round stickers on the back already. I've already put them on. 4 envelopes with round stickers on the back. Inside of each envelope there is a different colored card. 4 different primary colors. Let me take them out and show you what I have. In this envelope we have the yellow. Over there we have the red. In the next envelope we have, I believe, the blue. Okay. And the last envelope should be the green. The colored cards are inside the envelopes, and the envelopes are closed up because you are going to be using your psychic ability, if you have any, to try to guess what color is inside the envelope without actually seeing the color. So first of all, let me mix the envelopes up a little bit. I'm going to give you a completely free choice. It doesn't matter which envelope you point to. It can be any envelope. And it doesn't really matter what color you think is inside the envelope, because whatever you say I'm going to write down. So which envelope would you like? This one here? Okay. And what color would you like? What color do you think's in there? Yellow? Okay. Well, let me write down yellow for you. Remember, it's a total free choice of the envelope and the color that they name. So yellow it is for that one. Take another guess, another envelope. Which one would you like? This one here? And what color would you like? Red? Okay, we'll write down red on this one for you. Letter R. And take another guess. 2 envelopes left. Which envelope? This one here. And you think this is blue. Okay, if you say blue, make it blue for you. And last but not least, no psychic ability needed. If these are already marked, the last one has to be green. So I'll simply mark that with the letter G. And remember, you could have chosen any envelope, you could have named any color. Now before I show you the final results, let me mix up the envelopes one more time, because I want you to choose one envelope and only one as the grand finale at the end of this effect. Just in case your other guesses don't work out so well, I'll give you one last chance to make something work. Which one do you want? This one, that one, any envelope, it doesn't matter. That one there. Okay, I'll push it up front and I'll leave it up there the whole time. Now let's take a look exactly at what you think is inside these envelopes. Inside the envelope that had the red card, now remember, you could have named any color. You were right. The letter R for red. 100% right. In the envelope that had the green card, my goodness, 2 out of 2. You were really good. And the envelope that had the blue card, obviously, man, you were right on. Which means the last envelope had the yellow card, but then again, you were right from the very beginning, because this is the first one that you said was the right color, yellow. Yes, indeed. But let's take a look at the grand finale, because inside there is one card and one card only. I'll dump it out. And I actually had a prediction. See, nothing else inside the envelope. A prediction that says, thank you for choosing yellow for the finale, because you are amazing. And thank you for helping. Let's take a look at the making of the props. For the label stickers, the round stickers, which I did show in the beginning, those were made from shipping labels, simply punched out with a hole punch. 1.5 inch hole punch did the job for me. Showing the stickers ahead of time sort of sets up the premise that there's stickers on the backs of the envelopes. The making of the colored cards, very simple, glossy paper and a computer. I simply made some solid bars of cards in the primary colors, easy to do with glossy paper. Now what I did was I put tape, packing labeling tape, or mailing tape rather, on the back of the colored cards. It coats it with a shiny surface, but the shiny surface is needed because whenever you put these shipping labels on the back, they peel off a lot easier than if they're just on paper. Let's take a look at the construction of the envelopes. Not really a sticker on the envelope, it's a hole cut out using an X-Acto knife with a mailing label underneath on the inside of the envelope. So it looks like a round sticker which has been stuck on the back side of the envelope. After you make all these envelopes up, you write the letter blue, B for blue, because the blue card is going to go inside that envelope. You'll understand what this means later on. Green, because green card goes in, yellow card goes in that one. So on the stickers on the inside of the envelope, you write the color of the card that's going to go inside. Again, remember using the white shipping labels for all this. Now on the backs of the cards, of the colored cards, I take part of a shipping label and I place it in the center. Now remember there's that glossy tape on the back side of these colored cards. Well, that's because later on whenever I go to peel that sticker off, it's not going to pull the paper backing from the colored card. It'll be easy to change the paper on and off, because as you perform this over and over, you do have to change these labels on the backs of the colored cards. So I have mailing, shipping labels on the backs of the cards, on all of them, right in the center. Now after you've written your predictions upon these so-called stickers on the back of the envelopes, when you go to pull that colored card out, watch what happens. You're actually removing what you had written down, physically have written down in front of them. So they said red, you wrote red down, but the R gets pulled out on the back side of the blue colored card, and underneath the blue colored card is the B for the blue. So no matter what they say, you can actually write down apparently on the back of the envelope, but as you pull that card out, it's actually removing what you've just written down on the back of the colored card. So the green will always line up with the green, the blue with the blue. They guessed green on this one, but actually you showed the envelope. Well, here's the envelope with the yellow card in it. What did you say? Yes, yellow. You're right, 100% right. So no matter what they name, you can write it down, and it's very, very open and fair. So basically, it doesn't matter which envelope they choose. It doesn't matter what color they name. It's always going to be 100% correct in the end. Let's take a look at the grand finale. The envelope that has the grand finale prediction in it, well, there's a prediction of red on one side. There's a prediction of yellow on the other side. That covers the red and the yellow. Now the envelope itself is going to be covering the green, because on the back I have thank you for choosing green for the finale. And on the envelope I have little tiny dots. I put little tiny dots that I knew exactly where to hold the envelope with my thumb, between my thumb and little finger, so that if my thumb and little finger was covering the dots, you could not see the writing on the back side of the envelope in case I had to turn the envelope over. Because if you dump out the red, it's palm up. But if you dump out the yellow, you have to turn your hand over so the yellow comes out, and they don't see the writing on the back side of the envelope. You can even give them a look inside the envelope to show that there's only one card and that there's nothing else inside as you set the envelope away. And of course, if they choose the green for the finale color, you simply pick up the envelope and show them that thank you for choosing green for the finale. Very simple ending. Now if they choose the blue envelope, you push it forward and ask them to point to two other envelopes which you also push forward, leaving you with only one envelope which you say they have selected by a process of elimination. The apparently selected envelope can only be the red, yellow, or green color which you have other outs for, bringing everything to a successful conclusion.